So this week I am in Dubai for the second leg of the FINA Diving World Series. So it's back to normal preparation, doing a few dives in the pool, getting used to the surroundings, the environment, the surfaces and all those kinds of things. The first thing we're going to be doing is the synchronized competition. Going into the synchro competition in Dubai, we really wanted to build on our performance from last week in Beijing. In Beijing we were steady and we went through just doing our dives pretty averagely, but here we really wanted to step it up to try and get a better coloured medal. Our inward 3.5 and reverse 3.5 were a little bit splashy, but when it came to the last two dives in our list, a forward 4.5 somersaults with tuck and a back 3.5 somersaults piked, we managed to step up our game, scoring the highest points on those two dives and came away with a silver medal. And right after synchro, it was time to get ready to prepare for the individual event. Going into individual, there are two semi-finals, so it goes on the rankings from the previous World Series, plus anyone else that wants to join the competition or hasn't done the first one is drawn randomly from a hat. So this week, my semi-final is a pretty tough semi-final. I've got two Chinese divers. I've got David Badaya, who's the Olympic champion, myself, and also a Russian diver, and only 3 go through. So it's going to be a big battle for whoever makes the final spots. Fingers crossed, it'll all go well, but with diving and sport on the whole, you never know what's going to happen until the day is done. Going into the semi-final, I just had to go through trying to be steady and trying to get into the top 3 to make the final, but it just wasn't happening. Every time I tried to get into an entry and get into a position, my arms just kept giving way on me, which sucked, but I really wanted to make the final and I gave it everything I had, but I finished 4th, and annoyingly, if I was in the other semi-final, I would have made it through, but that's the way sport works sometimes. So I'm back at the hotel now, and it was a pretty tough competition. We had the Olympic champion, world champion, Chinese national champion of, it was a tough competition and it was tough to get through, but unfortunately I didn't make the final, which, sucks, but, you have to learn from these things and actually build on your mistakes, and hopefully I'll come back now for the next leg of the World Series in Canada, stronger and better and ready to go, and hopefully rest up my triceps because they feel pretty ruined right now. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see how I get on in the next 2 legs of the FINA Diving World Series.